Welcome back to another challenge run on my channel. This one will be a shorter video on the last Hoenn starter, Mudkip. To be honest, I was hesitant to do this as I thought it would be too easy, and yes, most of the run was really easy, but I did manage to make things challenging enough at the end against the Elite Four and Steven by purposefully level capping my Mudkip, which made things hard enough and actually entertaining. I already did Trico and Torchic, so I thought why not Mudkip also, just to round things off. So without any further ado, let's start the run. So I start the game, get my Mudkip, and keep resetting the game until I spawn the Mudkip with good natures and IVs. Mudkip has very good physical attack for a first form Pokemon, and decent enough special attack. Both attacking stats will be needed during the run. For example, the champion Wallace uses water types. You will need to deal with him with physical moves like Return, since your water moves will be resisted. Steven, however, the true final battle, will need to be dealt with by using special attacking moves like Surf, since Return won't do anything. So overall in your run, you will need to use both sides of the attacking spectrum. I'll say that special attack is a bit more important, as the Steven battle is by far the hardest battle in the game. The moveset overall that I would recommend is Return, Surf, Ice Beam and Hydro Pump for more damage. This will let you handle pretty much everything in the game, and will give you really good coverage. So now I've selected the good enough Mudkip, I grind for just a few minutes, then proceed to beat down everything without that much trouble, up until the third gym. To be honest, there's not that much point narrating everything in detail that happened in between, as unsurprisingly, nothing too difficult happened. I lost once to May after the first gym because she had a Trico, but I won on my second try. I also almost lost to the second gym leader, but I won by spamming Water Gun in my first try. The next rematch against May sounded difficult as she had a Grovyle at that point, but at that part of the game I reached level 30 and learned Takedown, which gave Mudkip more than enough power to smash Grovyle. The first light challenge in this run was the third electric gym leader. I was at a type disadvantage and got outsped by Watson's Pokemon, making me just unable to win at level 36. However, I returned to level 40 and managed to win on my first try. However, I did get really lucky, by the way. Mudkip destroyed his first 3 Pokemon as I was now able to outspeed them, but Manectric caused us some problems. I missed my takedown, which is annoying, then I got hit with Thunder Wave and got Power Hacks, but I managed to land a hit on Manectric and took it down with an inch of HP left. Unfortunately, after this point in the game, Mudkip has become totally overpowered and just tears through most of Hoenn from here on. I literally beat the next 3 gym leaders without any challenge. I lost once to Maxie at the Magma Hideout after the 6th gym badge, but that was only because of hacks. I got confused and kept hitting myself. Also, I purposefully made an effort not to level up Mudkip very much. It was only level 55, which is actually pretty low considering it's a solo run, while Maxie's Pokemon were about level 39, so I'm not even that over leveled or anything. I do win in my next try easily as I don't get any more hacks. The 7th gym was a slight challenge however, due to the double battle rules. The main reason was because I had to purposefully waste a turn knocking out my own HM slave, just to make the battle fair, and it was also hard because my Mudkip was still at a relatively lower level. I wasn't standing that much of a chance at level 58. Xatu was just hitting me too hard, so I went to level up. I kind of had to at this point, and would have had to level up sooner or later eventually anyway. So I returned at level 65 and still lose once as double Psychic is still too much to handle. But on the next try, I succeed, as Claydol goes for Ancient Power instead, dealing very little damage as I Ice Beam Xatu, knocking it out. Then after that I just spam Surf and win, hitting all of their Pokemon super effectively. That was okay I guess. Moving on, we challenge Maxie for the last time with Steven, and we lose once, due to hacks. It's fine, it's just a game, this happens. The next try, Mudkip gives Maxie and Tabitha a firm spanking as revenge, and chases them out of Moss Deep City. We do the same to Archie and pick up the last gym badge on the way to the Pokemon League, but we get completely hacked and almost lose to a Love Disc. Yeah, that happened. We won against Joanne's Love Disc, but took too much damage as a result and lost against his following Pokemon. Next attempt, Mudkip spammed Strength in his team. We almost lost as Kingdra outsped us and tried to use Double Team to hack us out again, but we weren't having any of that. Mudkip got 2 critical hits and won, though we almost lost. How does it feel being the receiving end of hacks this time, you dunce? Now that's over, we go to the Elite Four, beating everything along the way, and I do a test run against Sydney straight away, even though I'm only level 69. which is a pretty low level for this point in the game for our solo run. I don't expect to win, but I just want to see how Mudkip will do. Despite our low level, Sydney of the Elite Four was easy. My trainer goes down in one Surf, while Shiftry and Cacturn go down in one Ice Beam. Crawdaunt was strong however, and was able to take 2 returns and hit us back hard, but lucky for us, Crawdaunt knocked us into Torrent range, letting me one hit KO it with a critical hit Surf, which is crazy considering Mudkip's not even level 70, and it got resisted. The power, Absol also goes down, clearing the first challenge. Phoebe's next, and you have to be careful of PP and Curse Tall, but apart from that, it's also a lot easier. In this battle, Mudkip goes on cleanup duty and sweeps her entire team without any trouble. Next member, Glacia is where things get harder, as her Wall Rain can take hits from me. Glacia's Celios and Glalie aren't very hard, but our Wall Rain was tough at this level. It's just too durable for us. It also uses Body Slam to power hacks us, which was rough. So I decided to grind to level 75, so I'm a bit stronger now and try again. I still lose once, but next attempt I win, but only because of luck. I get to Wall Rain, but took some damage as my Hydro Pump missed. Hydro Pump, more like Hydro Miss, but I use Return and still couldn't hurt Wall Rain that much. But then I get a Hydro Pump critical hit in Torrent range and managed to finish it off. That battle wasn't so easy. I did get lucky, but we're almost done now anyway. Drake sounds really easy as Ice Beam vaporizes everything on his team except Kingdra, and that is mostly true. But at this level, Mudkip gets outsped and gets hit really hard by Flygon, and gets the boot. We most likely cannot win at this level, and we need to level up just to outspeed his Pokemon. So we reach level 80, outspeed his team, spam Ice Beam and win. Not so hard anymore I guess. Now it's time for the champion. This is by far the second hardest battle for Mudkip, as we can't really use our stab water moves, so we have to spam Return against his water types. Wallace's first Pokemon, Wailord, goes down in 2 hits, but can hit us back hard with Double Edge. Ludicolo is out next, and it can be problematic as it's also a grass type. If it goes for Giga Drain, then you will be in a lot of trouble. But if it doesn't and it goes for a Double Team instead, then you can 2-hit KO it without taking any damage. Well, as long as you don't miss anyway. We lost a few times to Ludicolo, but eventually we get past it. Tentacruel is next, and it also goes down in 2 hits, but be very careful, as if it goes for Toxic, you're most likely screwed, as you will not be able to outstall it. Milotic is out next, and it finishes us off. At this point, I don't think I can win at level 80. Mudkip just gets worn down too much throughout the battle, and loses to Wallace's later Pokemon, so I decide to grind once more and reach level 85. Maybe I can win at level 85. One attempt I make it to Gyarados, his final Pokemon, but get knocked out. You can win at this level, but you most likely need hacks in your favour. You need to beat Ludicolo without getting Leech Seeded, and ideally without taking any damage at all. You also need to beat Tentacruel without getting hit by Toxic, and you need to make it to his final Pokemon Gyarados while still being able to take at least 1 hit from it. It's not too easy. I lose several times here, but eventually make it through. It was quite hard actually. I needed a lot of hacks, but I managed to make it happen in the end. I made it to Gyarados without taking too much damage, then I just spammed Ice Beam to win, and I even got a critical hit, making me the champion at last. To be honest, that was actually quite hard, but at the same time, I was only level 85, while on my other Trico and Torchic runs, they were max level. That really does go to say that Mudkip is probably the most viable starter. But the run is not over yet. We do have one more battle to do, against Steven, the true final boss. I go to Meteor Falls at the same level and try my luck against Steven. I still have PTSD from the previous C-Dot video, where I literally could not win here and had to quit the run. That was not my finest hour, but perhaps Mudkip can avenge C-Dot. Let's find out. Now it's really obvious that Mudkip is underleveled. It's still level 85, while Steven's team are all just under level 80. Yeah, we're at a big disadvantage here. First up is Steven's Skarmory. Damn, that thing low-key ended my career last video. Skarmory goes down in 2 Surfs, but hits us with Toxic, meaning we've pretty much already lost here, so I just reset the game and wait for Skarmory to go for a different move instead, as there's no way you can outstall Toxic. Next time it goes for Spikes, which is really pointless and I take it out without taking any damage. Aggron is out next, and it goes down in 1 Surf. Cradily is next, and we can outspeed it in 2-hit KO without Beam, but it uses Confuse Ray, and the hacks gets the better of us, and we take a Giga Drain to the face. Claydol is up next, who doesn't sound very hard, but unfortunately for us, it can outspeed us, and it goes for light screen, having our water power. But at this point, we're probably done for, as the next Metagross completely bodies us, as it can easily take water moves at this point. We can't really win at this level, as Claydol and Metagross can outspeed us and hit us really hard. So I grind to level 90 this time. This is the last time that I need to grind in this run, and I go for the true final showdown with Steven. Unfortunately, I still get outsped by Claydol, who uses Earthquake instead of Light Screen, hurting me a decent amount, but I still one-hit KO it. Metagross was hard to deal with. I always barely survive a hit from it, and I go for a Torrent boosted Hydro Pump, which Metagross can barely take. However, one time I get really lucky and I get a critical hit, blasting Metagross in one hit, leaving me with a sliver of health. But the last Pokemon, Armaldo, was slower than us and is weak to our Torrent boosted water power, so we finish it off. Man, that was a hard battle, and now the run is over. If I was level 100, this would have actually been pretty easy actually, but to challenge myself, I restricted my own level. Mudkip has proven his worth now, beating Steven at level 90. And with that done, that pretty much concludes this run.
Is to go even further beyond!
Join me next time for my upcoming challenge runs. I'm going to do a Halloween special involving ghost Pokemon, so stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you support my channel if you want to see more content, as I pretty much spend all of my free time in these videos, and I'm still a very small channel. I want to thank everyone who watched my videos, and anyone who supported me. I will see you all next time. This is Ding Dong signing out.